all the stuff that he's doing in the parody slash skit, she's done in real life. So it's almost as if he's parodying her specifically. What's up, everybody? What's on the menu? Back with another video, and this time we're here to talk about Druski's most recent skit making fun of conservative women. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, don't forget to like the video if you like it, don't if you don't, and if you like the type of pop culture slash celebrity and social media news I put out on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get started. Popular social media influencer Druski, known for his comedic skits on a bunch of different social aspects of people in the world, put out a skit mimicking conservative women, specifically Erika Kirk. The thing that points to Erika Kirk being the person made fun of specifically is the fact that in the first part of the skit, he has a bunch of pyrotechnics being shot off in a woman that he's portraying with blonde hair and a white suit, which is very emblematic of the show that Erika Kirk put on for her Turning Point USA. Editor menu here, that was actually for Charlie Kirk, her late husband's memorial service. The skit also includes bits of him on a podcast talking about the Bible and how to hold things sacred, and then responding to questions about bombings in other countries, as well as him portraying a woman making a speech about how white men specifically should stand up strong and should be protected. The skit was posted on Instagram, Twitter, or X rather, and actually did a large number of reactions and likes on both platforms. The link to the Instagram post will be in the description down below. As hilarious as the skit might have been, Erika Kirk specifically, who was the main target of the skit itself, actually did not feel as though it was funny. She felt highly offended by the skit and also believed that if she were to do blackface, it would be considered racist. Overall, personally, I thought the skit was pretty funny. It did point out a lot of things that conservative women have a tendency of doing in the political space that they operate in, as well as, Erika Kirk specifically. There are things that she's done in the past that do seem kind of questionable and odd behavior. A lot of odd behavior that has come for her, whether it be ways in which she addresses people in a political sense.
Men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you.
Or ways in which she looks at the camera when she's speaking.
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God, and that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children.
We did what we usually did before tours. We said our prayer, and we asked the Lord to protect us, and we asked the Lord that his will be done. That's what we did.
To it, or how she's behaved in the past few months. For anyone who doesn't know, Erika Kirk is actually the widow of former political commentator Charlie Kirk. He was actually shot while speaking at a political event at a college at the end of 2025, and ever since then, she's been the figurehead of the company he was managing, as well as done a lot of things that people would find questionable for someone who would be considered a grieving widow. A lot of people online did not take very lightly to the skit as well. They felt as though it was offensive, and the fact that she was a widow and still grieving the loss of her late husband was something that should not be taken lightly, and felt it was kind of a low blow for Druski to make fun of her. But let's go over a few things about the skit that make it funny and what people have a problem with. And by the way, these are my 2 cents. A lot of things from the skit can be seen as real-life examples of things that Erika Kirk herself has actually done. For example, the dancing in an all-white suit with pyrotechnics being shot off in the background is actually almost one-for-one copy of something that Erika Kirk did during one of her Turning Point USA rallies. As we saw in the previously presented clips, Druski also mimicked the fact that she referenced the Bible and religious iconography and Jesus and Christianity several times, while also looking intensely into the camera. And she also was talking directly to white men in one of her speeches as to how they should be protected and they should stand strong. All things we clearly saw she was doing. It would be one thing if people were upset about the fact that he made fun of her late husband, but Druski never made any mentions of a late husband in his skit, and he's also mimicking things that Erika herself has done in the public spotlight. I think what makes it offensive is, one, Druski changed his whole skin complexion with makeup in order to appear to be someone else that he is not, because obviously he is a black man and Erika Kirk is a white woman. So for him to put on a whole makeup outfit for him to do a skit on her can be considered offensive, but that's up for debate depending on who you ask. Next, I also think that Druski holding up a mirror as to the actions of what a certain group of people do and then kind of making it into a joke kind of makes people feel uneasy or I guess offended, because when you hold up someone's actions to a mirror and show them, hey, this is how you behave and this is what it looks like to us, it's very, very easy for someone to become offended because they see their actions as them being themselves or being true to what they believe. And if you're making fun of their beliefs or things that they feel and hold dear to them, they're obviously not going to be very fond of that. I think what makes the skit even funnier is that when the skit was shown to Grok, the AI associated with X, they believed that it was Erika Kirk herself in the skit made by Druski and not actually Druski putting on a whole bunch of makeup doing the skit, which is actually kind of funny if a whole AI platform believed that Druski was actually the person he was parodying and not him playing a character. All in all, I feel like it's actually a healthy form of criticism because a lot of people kind of have actions in this world that go unchecked or unregulated, and being able to see how you're portrayed through other people's eyes can be kind of a wake-up call to be like, maybe I do act a little weird, maybe I am a little off, maybe there's some things that I do that are a little weird or should be criticized. But I think that requires someone with a large amount of introspection in order to be able to make those sort of criticisms about themselves, but not everyone has that ability. Editor menu here. Also want to touch up on the point of Erika Kirk thinking the joke wasn't funny because Druski was doing whiteface. I understand the criticism of doing whiteface, but the reason that this I wouldn't consider too much whiteface is because, one, he's almost directly parodying Erika Kirk herself and a lot of the stuff she's done, and it's not an exaggeration, or not much of an exaggeration, to the point that all the stuff that he's doing in the parody / skit, she's done in real life. So it's almost as if he's parodying her specifically. And two, blackface is used as an oppression tool for white people to put black people down for hundreds of years. And the fact that she would think it's a reliable form of retaliation for comedy shows that she doesn't really know the inherent damage that blackface has caused the black community and white people, and how, or in the way white people have used it in order to keep black people down and used as a mocking tool and not necessarily a parody to look into flaws in the black society that they have created themselves. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Druski made a skit that was perfectly satirical of the way Erika Kirk and other conservative women act in America? Or do you think he went too far by making fun of her and people like her, as well as putting on quote-unquote whiteface in order to do the skit? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Deuces!